self-destruct sequence has been activated. Repeat, the self-destruct sequence has been activated. This sequence may not be aborted. All employees proceed to the emergency car at the bottom platform.
Good morning, Yankees universe. KOD Nation, stand up. And you degenerates, wake up and get your coffee. As you saw in the video, it is panic mode. Hit that panic button. There was a nightmare in Boston this weekend, starting Friday and ending yesterday. Hit the panic button. Yankees have lost 4 series in a row. If you want to take it back a little bit further, if you guys remember that 4-game series in Yankee Stadium against the Houston Astros back in June, well, since June 23rd, since that series, the Yankees are 21-25, 8-15 since the All-Star break, and this is the first time an AL East team have lost a series against the Boston Red Sox this year. I'm going to say it again. This past 3-game series in Fenway Park that the Yankees lost against the Boston Red Sox, this is the first time all year that any American League East team has lost a series against the Boston Red Sox. It's panic mode. You got to hit the panic button. It's pathetic. It is 100% pathetic. I'm going to bring my man Frankie in here in 2 minutes. I just want to rant for a little bit, right? Before I rant, on a serious note as well, before Frankie comes in, I've said it multiple times, right? Yankee fans or just fans in general, when it comes to these players and their family members, please do not go out of your way to antagonize or bully a family member of a team player or a team executive. It's not funny and it's not cool. Apparently, over the weekend, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa's father received a DM with a fake news article that IKF was shot. That's not funny. That's not funny. And to the troll and to the loser that sent that message, you, my man, are a complete clown. A whole complete clown. I hope you have fun in your parents' basement while making that fake article and sending it to IKF's father. It is not funny. And that's how dangerous things happen to people. But back onto the Yankees this weekend. Speaking about IKF, he had his first home run of the season. Yay! A little happy moment. Saturday against the Red Sox, IKF hit a 2-run bomb over the monster, while at the same time getting that bunt hit to bring in the go-ahead run. I don't think anybody deserves that, Mazza. And salute to Mazza, my man Mazza. My fault you was in the chat. I was just ranting for the second. But yeah, I don't think anybody deserves that. You know, yeah, Joey Gallo was horrible this year. I don't think Joey Gallo deserves that. You know, this goes back to the Knicks season, right? I'm a diehard Knicks fan, right? But Knicks fans that went out of their way to personally attack Julius Randle's family, Julius Randle's wife, that's something that I had an issue with. You know, but I'm gonna bring my man Frankie in, right? As I bring my man Frankie in, I'm gonna hit the panic button one more time as we salute my man Frankie. But let's hit that panic button.
The self-destruct sequence has been activated. Repeat, the self-destruct sequence has been activated. This sequence may not be aborted. All employees proceed to the emergency car at the bottom platform.
Frankie, what do, brother?
I was hitting that panic button with my mouse as it was on the screen. I was tapping it with my mouse. I was feeling it, man.
Bro, yeah, horrible
Horrible.
horrible nightmare weekend in Boston. Frankie, let me get your thoughts real quick because Frankie always likes to check in periodically from some vacation resort, some place that always has beautiful lighting and beautiful wind
Yeah,
in the
man.
air. So Frankie, let us know what's your thoughts on this weekend?
Tough weekend. I mean, pitching was good, but the hitting was anemic.
Mm-hmm.
Another good start from JMO last night. So
Yeah.
I mean, it was good to see that. And Montas finally threw well the night before.
Mm-hmm.
And I forget who pitched on Friday. Why can't I remember?
The Friday was the German Sunday,
Friday.
Domingo
But
Herman.
yeah, and then Herman threw well on Friday. So had
Mm-hmm.
three pretty good starts. I mean, as it's been all year, except for a little stretch, our rotation has been really good. But just our offense and our bullpen has been what's losing us games. And Clay Holmes has been losing us games as well over the past
Yeah,
couple weeks.
that was going to be my next question, Frankie. Great way to
Yep.
segue into it. But Friday's game with Clay Holmes, we should have won that game, right?
Yeah,
Now,
yeah. That loss is on no one else but Clay Holmes. I mean,
yeah.
he's
What do you think?
I think Chapman should move to our full time closer from now on. Now that
Mhm.
Chapman's back and healthy, he should just be our closer. I mean, that was
Yeah.
that that that's the role that Clay Holmes moved into
Mm-hmm.
once Chapman got hurt and
Mm-hmm.
was starting to show signs of being hurt. And now that Chapman's healthy and back, we should just get Clay Holmes out of that role and just give it back to Chapman because Chapman has been lights out over his past like 8 or 9 games. He's been lights out, and
Mm-hmm.
Clay
No.
Holmes has been struggling over the same period. So I think
Mm-hmm.
it's time to give that back to Chapman and let Clay Holmes go back to a middle relief role where he really succeeded last year. So,
Yeah, yeah. That was going to be the question when with Clay Holmes struggles right now, and just like you
yeah,
pointed out beautifully, Frankie. Aroldis Chapman had his struggles. He came back. He seems like he's healthy right now.
yeah,
He seems as well. He also reinvented himself, right? Because this
yeah,
weekend you saw it. He probably threw his slider probably once or twice. You know, it
yeah.
was predominantly four seam fastball, two seam fastball, and his splitter, which
The
was
splitter's really good.
would look
His splitter was
nasty.
gross. Yeah, that was a pitch when he was struggling before he got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
When that's when Clay Holmes moved into the closer role. When he was struggling, that's a pitch he couldn't get down. That's a pitch that he wasn't able to throw for a strike, or at least make it look like a strike. It would swing
Mm-hmm.
at it and it would fall off the table. He was not able to control that pitch. And when he would throw it for a strike, it was a bad strike. He hung it over the plate, and then it would be hit out or roped. So now he's able to get it on the corners, get able to like in the dirt a little more. And now
Mm-hmm.
he's really invented that pitch into his arsenal. And of course, he throws 101 miles an hour. So
Yeah.
if he can like stay on this path from throwing 100, and then he can drop that like 90-mile-an-hour splitter in there, I think. I mean, we've seen it. He's been really good recently. So hopefully,
Mm-hmm.
it's a good sign, and he'll move back into his closer spot down this stretch.
Yeah, yeah. There's several things if you want to take a step back. Yeah, four series in the on a row that we lost. Yeah, we got the panic button going on the screen. We hitting that panic button. But if you want to take a step back, right, and analyze this team outside the box, you brought up a perfect point. Domingo Herman, he pitched awesome. Jameson Taillon, he pitched awesome. Frankie Montas, even Frankie
Pitch awesome.
Montas, 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, 78 pitches. He pitched awesome as well, coming back from his injury. This team seems like it's kind of shaping back into shape, but
Yeah.
there's so many missing pieces. When you look at this lineup, this offensive lineup is just trash. Besides Aaron Judge,
That lineup,
right?
and you saw DJ hurt his foot.
I was literally gonna go right into it, but
Terrible.
with this lineup struggling the way it is, Josh Donaldson, Gleyber Torres, DJ LeMahieu, because Friday's game, DJ LeMahieu had a ball on the ground running up the first baseline. He looked a little bit off, right? After he ran through the back, he looked a little bit off. I
Yeah.
didn't put anything into it. But the reports yesterday, like you just brought up, Frankie, they sat DJ LeMahieu because of his foot. Apparently, he's going to go get an MRI. He had a cortisone shot right after the All-Star break. So there was something that he was dealing with and the Yankees
Yeah.
were aware of. But
Yeah.
as soon as what can I say? As soon as Anthony Rizzo came back, DJ LeMahieu started struggling.
Yeah.
So it seems like do you see? And I hope this doesn't happen. Knock on wood. But do you see an IL stint coming up for DJ LeMahieu?
God, I hope not. And see, the thing I'm scared of, um, like what happened to DJ, what's going on with DJ right now,
Mm,
seems really similar to what happened with Stanton. They were kind of
yes.
milking it and saying it wasn't bad. You know, he was
Mm-hmm,
really hot and then went on a cold streak. DJ was really hot. Now he's on a little bit of a
mm-hmm,
cold streak. They're milking his injury, saying it's not that bad. And Stanton hasn't played in over a month. So I
mm-hmm.
feel like I'm getting the same vibes, if you know what I mean,
Yeah,
as the
yeah,
Stanton injury.
yeah.
His,
Because the
his,
report
his leg.
reports on Stanton, and from Boone yesterday. Not sure if you heard it, that
Yeah.
he's going to be continuing, um, baseball activities later on in the week, and depending on how those baseball activities are later on in the week,
Yeah.
then they'll get a sense of a time frame of when he should return. But it's alarming, right? With Stanton, like you
So
said, you brought it out. He's basically been out for a whole year. I mean, for a whole month. DJ
yeah.
LeMahieu, the possibility of him going out on the IL. Now, if DJ goes on the IL, we need to see Oswald Peraza up here on the
Oh
major
my
league
God. Yeah.
roster.
Yeah. Yep.
Like without a doubt. If we get maybe Florio get called up, but Peraza has to be on the major league roster
Peraza,
and has to be
if
called up.
DJ goes on the IL, I'll be disappointed if Oswald Peraza is not. Excuse me, if Oswald Peraza is not playing with
Mm-hmm.
us. You
Yeah,
know,
because
and he has to be playing shortstop. You could put IKF at third or at second, or I don't care. I want
mm-hmm,
Oswald Peraza playing. Like if DJ LeMahieu's hurt, I want Oswald Peraza playing shortstop.
mm-hmm. My man Mikey Mazza said, "This is a missing persons report. If you've seen the Yankees offense, please contact the Yankees front office. They've been missing since July 12th, maybe even further back. I brought it up since June 23rd. The Yankees are 21-25. We have lost 4 straight series, and if you want to take it a bit, closer to the All-Star break, we are 8-15 since the All-Star break. It is utter trash what we are seeing right now on the baseball diamond when it comes to the New York Yankees, Frankie."
I knew this would happen though. I
Mhm,
I knew this would happen. As high as we were earlier in the year, I knew we weren't that team. I knew we weren't that good. So we fell back down to earth, and we're really showing the team we are. You know what I mean?
mhm,
We're a good team. We're not great. We're good. We're not going to win
mhm.
the World Series. I don't think. I think with the way we've been playing, I don't see it happening. I don't see it
No,
possible here. I'm
not
sorry.
especially with the way we have been playing recently, Frankie. Like you said,
I know. I know we're missing Stanton, but missing Stanton has nothing to do with us getting shut out last night. Well, we
yeah.
get like 3 hits last night. No, Stanton's
Mhm.
not going to fix that.
And missing Stanton is not going to fix the fact that the Yankees do not have a leadoff hitter for another year. We do not
Yeah,
have the typical leadoff hitter that you need in the major leagues. Stanton coming back is not going to fix that. As much as I love Anthony Rizzo, right? Anthony Rizzo has been a phenomenal player. Has been awesome coming over since the Yankees. But let's be real, Frankie. Anthony Rizzo is not a 3-hole hitter. He is not a cleanup hitter. And a real good lineup, if you was to put him on the Houston Astros or the LA Dodgers, he would be probably hitting 5th or 6th in the lineup. Let's be real. The way
yep.
that this lineup has been constructed, let's take it a step back, right? Let's pause because my emotions is getting the best of me right now. But
Yeah,
Frankie, you're a former player, and I always segue to you, and I always deter to you when I bring up these type of conversations. As a former player, your coaches believed in the system of meritocracy, right?
yeah,
If you rewarded with what you produce, right? If you're producing, if you're doing what you have to do, that determines your role, right? It's not automatically given to you. And it feels like this Yankee team, when you look at Josh Donaldson, when you look at Aaron Hicks, when you look at even Gleyber Torres, when you look at even Albert Abreu, what have they done to prove that they deserve to be hitting either cleanup for the Yankees, hitting either fifth for the Yankees, or being brought into the big situation? Can you talk to me about that?
They just haven't been able to show it. Like Hicks has been god awful, right? Donaldson has not been as bad as Hicks, but he's been pretty bad. He's Donaldson cleaning up and batting third in a Boston series. That's like asinine. That's only what it is, asinine. I mean, I know his average is low. It's not even like he has the home runs. He has like 10 or 11, right? He's like 10 or 11, if I'm not wrong. It's not like he's providing power out of that spot. He's providing like singles and walks and strikeouts. So that's all he provides. Walks, strikeouts, and the occasional single. That's all Donaldson's giving us at the plate right now. Defense is a different story. But at the plate, Josh Donaldson is not a four-hitter. Josh Donaldson right now should be batting seventh. Straight up, he should be batting seventh.
Yeah.
But because he's Josh Donaldson, won an MVP 7 years ago, he's batting cleanup. Like, give me a break.
It's utter.
He won an MVP in 2015. He's been declining since 2015, and he is just not good offensively. He's not that good offensively anymore.
My man Mazda says Gleyber Torres and Aaron Hicks have proven that they don't belong in the lineup. Both of them are lazy and have the "I don't give a" attitude. Donaldson should be hitting seven.
I agree, Mazda.
Yeah, we all agree with the fact that Donaldson should be hitting, and that's the thing with this team, right? Say like IKF, for instance, right? I can live with IKF on this team and in this lineup if he's the 9-hole hitter, right? If he's hitting ninth, I can live with that. There should be no reason IKF is hitting 6th or 7th in a major league lineup, and you expect to win.
No way.
We've had IKF, Kyle Higashioka, and Aaron Hicks. That bottom part of the lineup, 7, 8, and 9, it's a black hole. It's an abyss. Nothing happens in that lineup nothing happens with the lineup when they are in it.
That bottom three of the order is like on par with some of the worst bottom three orders in the league.
In history, in Major League history.
It's one of the worst bottom three players in a lineup I've ever seen. And then you put Donaldson 6th, Gleyber Torres 5th. Like, holy shit, I'm sorry for cursing, but holy shit, that is terrible. That is one of the worst 5 through 9 hitters I've ever seen. Gleyber Torres is coming back to earth. He had his hot start. He sucks right now. Donaldson's been sucking all year, right? And then IKF, he had a big game the other night, but he sucks. Kyle Higashioka sucks. Aaron Hicks sucks.
Yeah.
And provide that with Benintendi. And with Benintendi, who's been slow, I just can't. I know I'm not usually like this mad, but this team has been making me really mad over the past.
You got Frankie fiery this morning.
Yep. I'm on vacation. I should probably come down a little. Look at the waves, but look at the water in front of me. But just it's really just I just don't know how to explain it. It's just been so annoying to watch. It's at a point where like if I'm out, if I'm like doing something, and the Yankees are on, I would always watch them, on my phone or whatever. Like, I'm not even at a point where I would interrupt the thing I'm doing to watch this team.
It's laughable right now. I'm gonna go through the chat real quick. Shout out to my guy DG. Welcome. Good morning, my guy. He got a question. He said, should Benintendi bat in the lower part of the lineup? Man, Benintendi should be leading off, if anything. Benintendi is probably the closest thing we actually have to a true leadoff hitter. Shout out to everybody on Instagram. My guys for the love of the game. What is good? But Benintendi, he's the only guy that is probably as close to a leadoff hitter we have in this lineup. I'm gonna bring the lineup real quick from yesterday's game so we could break this down and we could just really fully dissect this lineup, right? When it comes to the Yankees. So I'm gonna put this right here. Right. Hold on, bring it up and bring it up. I'm gonna just pause it real quick, right? Let's
Right.
look at this lineup. Benintendi hitting over 300, but he wasn't even with us to begin the season.
Yeah.
You got Judge, Donaldson, Rizzo, Torres, and Duhar. And then you got IKF, Higashioka, and Tim Mother Loving LaCastro. So let's look at this lineup real quick. The only person that scares you in this lineup is Aaron Judge.
Yeah. Anyone over 4?
And he struck out 3 times yesterday.
Yep. That was just God. We had 2 hits. And a
2
horn
hits. That's it.
Woo.
Or both of them singles off of the end of the bat as well. Not nothing hard, not nothing good. Look at this lineup. 2
I didn't
hits.
think. All right, so I'm looking at it. If I'm not wrong, it looks like we only had 1 walk. 1 walk as a team. If I'm doing this right,
So.
trying to Falefa. Yeah, because everyone's still for 3 in the bottom here. Pineapple 2, so that means he probably walked. Looks like, if I'm not wrong, we had 2 hits and 1 walk off of the Boston Red Sox, who are in last place.
You are absolutely right. So across the board for the team, 1 walk, which was IKF, like you pointed out, and 11 strikeouts. So out of 27 outs, 11 of them came via the strikeout.
Can't even explain.
Against the last place team. And then not only is it a last place team, right, Frankie? I don't mean to like ruin your morning or whatever.
And it's the Boston Red Sox.
It's the Boston Red Sox, and it's the first time all year that any American League East team have lost a series against the Boston Red Sox.
It's just unbelievable. I totally forgot Andujar's in the lineup now. That, oh my God.
But even with Andujar, he's not even making the best with his opportunities. He's got a couple hits over the weekend, no home runs.
Yeah. Oh my God, he had like a couple singles. He wasn't like, it's all he did. He had a few singles.
My man Mazza said, I know I'm gonna sound like Caputo a little bit, but we have just lost this division. Listen, Mazza, you know, as much as I rip Caputo with the way he handles, you know, his fandom, Caputo's right, bro. He's right. When you look at this team, you look, and you know, like, you know, I'm gonna bring this down for a second. I know a lot of people are clamoring and are cheering for Ron Marinaccio to be up here on the major league roster and to have Ron Marinaccio be a big factor in this bullpen. Let's please remember Ron Marinaccio, he had time on the IL because he had a dead arm during the season because the Yankees were relying on him too much. He had a dead arm at one point. So the Yankees are putting him in the minors, holding him in the minors, only using him periodically. So when September comes and October's here, we have Ron Marinaccio for the stretch run. But what I do not like, Frankie, is that they're banking on the fact that they have such a big lead in this division that they're just trying to coast it into the middle of September so they could get some reinforcements. And what do you think is going to happen? We're getting reinforcements and they're automatically going to hit a switch and turn it back into gear?
Our reinforcements are Ron Marinaccio and Harrison Bader.
That's our reinforcements.
Ron Marinaccio, who's pitched like 30 innings at the big league level, and Harrison Bader, who's the most mid baseball player alive.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he may be mid. You know, the sad shit about it, Frankie, is that Harrison Bader, he's very mid, but he's better than what we have in center field right now in Aaron Hicks. That's the sad thing about it. The Yankees decided to open this season with Aaron Hicks in center field, knowing that he just came off an injury, struggled in the Dominican League, looked horrible in the Dominican League, doesn't have the same kind of arm he did from back in the days. So they decided, you know what? We're going to punt on Starling Marte, and we're going to go into the season with Aaron Hicks.
Unbelievable. It really is. It's just unbelievable. I just don't understand. I just don't understand their mindset. You know, we had a good deadline. I mean, Montes has been good. You know, he had his good start. Efros, Efros has been very good. He closed out the game
Mhm.
the other night. He threw
Yeah.
one bad pitch and gave up a 3-run bomb. That
Mhm.
happens.
Mhm.
His
Mhm.
ERA looks inflated because he pitches one inning at a time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, he had one or two bad pitches. I forget who it was against, and I think it was Seattle, and
Yeah.
that
With
was a
Seattle.
3-run home run. One bad pitch. Okay. And Trevino been really good with us.
Mhm.
But I at the time we had it we at the time after the deadline, I thought we had a perfect deadline and filled our holes. But if I look at it now, I would have liked to get another infielder or an outfielder.
Yeah.
Looking at it now, we needed one more bat, one or two more bats.
Yeah. Let me bring this back up. Gleyber Torres, after this year, I'm sorry, should not be in this. Should not be a part of this team anymore. I'm sorry, Gleyber Torres. This series in Boston, Gleyber Torres was 0 for 12.
I'm gonna look up his stats really quickly.
Yeah, look up
There
look
was,
up his stats. Look up his stats
there was, well,
recently.
there was one part. There was one point in the year he was hitting 280.
Yeah, yeah.
Now
They,
he was in 280 with like 15 bombs. I was like, damn, Gleyber Torres is back, man. But
now
now
he's
I
not.
don't know, bro.
Now he's
Uh,
not.
he's down to 244 with 16 home runs. His on base percentage is 297. His
Jesus,
on base percentage is worse than IKF's.
Jesus.
His OPS is down to 729 and was at 800 like 3 weeks ago. His OPS plus is at 106. Like he's here, and I could throw
Hold on. You want to take a wild guess? What's his batting average at home? Take a wild guess.
198.
225.
Holy
You weren't
shit.
that close off. He has a 225 batting average at Yankee Stadium. Over the past 7 days, his last 7 days, he's played 6. He is 2 for 25. 2 for 25.
I'm trying to find his per month stats. Let me see this.
2 for 25. His last 6 games.
I don't have the best connection here. I'm trying to pull this up.
No, it's fine. It's fine. My man, he said Gley was hitting 244, 16 homers, 17. Yeah.
I mean, his defense, okay, his offense has been bad, but I've been okay with his defense. But he's not.
I'm tired of that excuse, bro. Like, and it's
The
not
thing
from
is,
you. It's not from you. It's just like from
the thing is
Cashman,
though, like
from
the thing,
K.
the thing is though, Gleyber Torres is not here to be a defensive second baseman.
Thank you.
He's
Thank
here
you.
to hit. He's here to hit 280. All right. He's here to hit 280. He's here to hit 30 home runs. He's here to have an OPS over 800.
Mm-hmm.
He's here to drive in 85, 90 runs. And he's here to bat fifth. That's
Yeah.
That's why
He's here to be protection for Giancarlo Stanton, right? So we should expect more out of Gleyber Torres.
Stanton is Judge and Rizzo. Okay, here's the way I look at it. Right? Rizzo protects Judge.
Mm-hmm.
Stanton protects Rizzo, and Gleyber should be protecting Stanton. After that, pieces fall in. Good lineup. But right now, no Stanton in the lineup. He's hurt, out for over a month. Rizzo's came back. He's been struggling. Right? Gleyber, as we went over, has been god friggin' awful over the past month or so. The only guy in our lineup that's been consistently hot, besides DJ LeMahieu, and even he's cooling off, the only guy in our lineup that's been consistent all year has been Aaron Judge.
Yeah, that's the only person.
We have a lot of good hitters. We have a lot of good hitters on this team. We have 2 guys who have proven to be consistent hitters, DJ and Judge. But the only guy who's consistent as of right now has been Judge. But we know DJ can be consistent when he's fully healthy. You know what I mean? He's got his foot now, but before his foot, he was really good. He's consistent.
Yeah.
So we have 2 consistent hitters and way too many streaky hitters.
Yeah, I want to take a quick second to shout out to the chat. Molly, salute. Good morning, Molly. Hope all is well. And Maza, I would agree with you on this. He said Torres isn't a home run hitter. He is here to produce. I would agree with you on this
Yeah.
if the Yankees weren't batting him fifth.
Yeah,
Right? If
yeah.
the
I mean,
Yankees weren't batting him fifth behind Giancarlo Stanton, I would agree with you on this sentiment. But they have him batting fifth to protect Giancarlo Stanton.
yeah, like that's his role. I mean, what I was saying was, I'm not saying that he's a power hitter. I'm saying that that's what they're utilizing him as to protect Stanton. That's what
That's
I
what
was
they're
saying.
expecting out of him.
Yeah, I don't know if that. I mean, you might have misunderstood me, but I
Yeah.
wasn't calling him some prolific power hitter. I
No,
was
I
calling
agree with
him
you. I
Stanton's
understand
lineup
what you were saying.
protection.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Stanton's lineup protection.
Yeah. But let's try to follow the format. Let's get back to this. I'll do the lineup, you do the pitching, and vice versa for Boston. So Benintendi 1 for 4, Judge 0 for 4, Josh Donaldson, of course. Josh Donaldson 0 for 4 with strikeouts because he sucks. Anthony Rizzo, El Calzone, the first baseman, was 0 for 3. Gleyber Torres sucks again, was 0 for 3. Miguel Andujar 1 for 3. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa 0 for 2. Kyle Higashioka always sucks. He's 0 for 3. And Tim LeCastro, I can't say anything bad about you, bro. It's not your fault. Center field 0 for 3. Go ahead
I'm gonna
with the
be
pitching.
honest, man. This 5 through 9 might be the worst one I've seen all year.
Mm-hmm.
Gleyber Torres, Miguel Andujar, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, Kyle Higashioka, and Tim LeCastro. As much as I love Tim LeCastro, he's good in his role. He's not. He just can't hit. You know what I mean? But the thing, we're not relying on him to hit. We're relying him to be our speed off the bench and a defensive replacement in later innings. He's not an everyday player, and we know that. I love Tim LeCastro because he's good in his role, and the Yankees to their they utilize Tim LeCastro very well. I'm happy with that. But he's not. He just can't play every day, which is fine. That's not who he is.
Yeah. Over to the pitching side of things. Go ahead, brother.
So Jameson Taillon had another really good start. 7 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, no walks. He struck out 4, and then Johnny Lasagna, another good time out of the bullpen for him. He pitched 1 clean inning, no runs, no hits, no walks, and no strikeouts. So positives were Jameson Taillon and Loaizaga. He seems to kind of be getting back into form alongside. Like, he's been a little more shaky than Chapman has, but he's still, I think he's been a lot better than he started off when he got hurt.
He's getting outs.
Yeah, he's
that's
getting
the big,
out.
yeah.
That's all that matters.
Yeah. My man Maz said, I agree. They are wrongly utilizing him correctly. Also, we cannot forget that Matt Carpenter has been extremely consistent with us here. Yes, 100%. Where would we have been without Matty Carpenter? Where would this Yankee team?
We're seeing it. We're seeing it right now. We're seeing
no Matt Carpenter, no Giancarlo Stanton. It's just, man, something needs to happen this offseason. Let me bring this up around. If you want, you can handle the lineup. I'll handle the pitching side of things. But like you said, Taillon had a solid start, right?
Yeah,
Jonathan Lasagna, even though he somewhat looks shaky, like you pointed out, Frankie, worse than Chapman, he's getting outs on pitches that you scratch your head with. Hopefully, that's just not the luck of baseball. And hopefully he gets himself back on track to start being more consistent and throwing strikes.
Yeah, he's like I said, he's been on a similar path as Chapman. Not as good in the way back, but he's been on a similar pathway back, and it's good for the team overall.
Yeah, go ahead, handle the lineup, and I'll do the pitching.
Tommy Pham in left field went 3 for 4. Rafael Devers, third base, went 2 for 4. He had a 2-run jack. That is my least favorite player in baseball, Rafael Devers. Xander Bogaerts, the shortstop, 0 for 3. Verdugo in right, 0 for 3. JD Martinez, the DH, 1 for 3. Eric Hosmer, the first baseman, 0 for 3. Christian Arroyo at second, 0 for 3. Jared Duran in center, another 0 for 3. Kevin Plawecki, the catcher, an 0 for 3. Except for Devers, Bogaerts, and Martinez, that lineup does not scare me.
No, it doesn't. It's a last place lineup, right? Yes,
Yeah,
Tommy Pham got the game winning hit Friday, and
yeah,
Bogarts, like you pointed out, he got that home. I mean, Devers got that home run. But if you're gonna get beat by anybody on the Red Sox, it better be Devers, Bogarts, or JD Martinez. Even Verdugo, you could throw Verdugo into there. But
yeah,
if it's anyone outside of those four players, you just suck
yeah.
basically. Over to the pitching side of things, Michael Walker, the former phenomenal pitcher of the Cardinals,
Jeez,
he went
man.
back. He went back into his bag, and the Yankees made him look like a Cy Young pitcher
He looked
last
like
night.
God last night.
Jesus Christ, he looked
Jeez.
like Jacob DeGrom last night. That's what he really
Yeah,
looked
man.
like. Michael Walker, 7 innings, 2 hits, no runs, 1 walk, and 9 strikeouts. Brazier came in after him. Brazier threw an inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. And Garrett Whitlock, it hates me to always see him with the Red Sox because he was with us, but Garrett Whitlock pitched the inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts. The winning pitcher, Michael Walker, 7-1, and Garrett Whitlock with his 4th save of the season. Now, Frankie, I know that you're out on vacation. I don't want to hold you that much longer. If you could
yeah,
just stay with us just for a few.
yeah.
Give us ultimately your takeaway from this weekend, and what do you think we need to do moving forward? Tonight we have a game against Tampa, but right now, as we stand, the Yankees have the 4th best record in all of baseball.
We got to take this Tampa series. Not just take. I want to sweep this
Mm-hmm.
series. Right? We Tampa coming off of playing Baltimore. My favorite team, the Baltimore Orioles, coming off that. My new favorite team. Rasmussen had no hitter in the ninth, or a perfect game. I don't know if you
Mm-hmm.
saw that, but he's probably probably if not one of their best starters. So since we're gonna bypass him, we'll probably face Kluber one of these days. Just we just need to sweep. Tampa is just not very good anymore. I think collectively as a team, they are the worst team in our division.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think now Boston's heating up a little more. I think Boston's a better team than them, and I think the Orioles are a better team than them. I just think they're the worst team in our division. Like, record won't say it, but I think talent wise they are. They,
Mm-hmm.
they were always good at winning ball games. They were always just good winners, but now they're kind of falling apart.
Yeah.
So if we can sweep this series, I'll be perfectly happy with it. I will be that's my dream. That's my goal. But we're the Yankees. We'll probably just take the series, which is okay. But I want a sweep this week.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
want a sweep, and we need a sweep. I think.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
we
Oh yeah. Yeah. 100% agree with everything you said. We need a sweep against the Rays, the Blue Jays, but I want us to focus on game by game, right? Let's just one game at a time, 1 inning at a time, 1 out at a time, right? Something needs to happen, whether it's Stanton coming back and give us a jolt of electricity. I
yeah,
guarantee you, as soon as you leave and I get off the air or I get
yeah,
off live, we'll get some news about DJ LeMahieu.
yeah,
Hopefully, it's nothing bad, but if DJ LeMahieu has to go on the IL. And knowing how the Yankees have been this year, especially recently, taking super precaution with their players, if they fear anything is wrong with DJ, I think they're going to put him on the IL. But we need to see Peraza up here. Like that's the next person in line.
no doubt.
If we get Cabrera up here, or they decide to bring up Florial and use Marwin as the backup infielder, I'm gonna lose my mind.
I
I'm
will.
gonna lose my mind.
Marvin Gonzalez just he won't cut it playing shortstop. It's not
Mm-mm.
2019. We don't have trash cans. We don't have buzzers. It's not 2019. Marvin Gonzalez can't play shortstop every day for us. He
He can't
can't.
hit. He can't
No,
hit without the buzzer or the trash cans. He can't hit. We've seen it. He had like a little week when he was hot and he was doing producing with us. It was cute. I'm not gonna lie, it was very cute, but it's not the same no more.
no, he can't. He just cannot be our starting short. Like if it comes out that DJ is hurt, And then that night, I see Marwin Gonzalez starting at shortstop, or second base, or third base, and no Oswald Peraza in that lineup. I am going to flip my shit, Hector. I'm going to go batshit crazy if I do not see Oswald Peraza in this lineup. If DJ goes on the IL, I will go insane.
He's hitting 20.
You will see my tweets go from me being a very happy Yankee fan to a very pissed off Yankee fan.
You're turning into Dark Frankie. That's what we have to look for. You're turning into Dark Frankie. That's what it is.
You know when Darth Vader turns into Darth Vader, he's laying in the he's laying in the fire. That's gonna be me.
Yeah. Listen. Oh my God.
It's upsetting. It just as you can tell, I'm really fired up by the way they've been playing. I wish I was able to go into that clubhouse right now and just scream at the top of my lungs, not even say anything. Just sit all the guys down and just yell as loud as I can. Just yelling. I think
somebody needs to.
Someone needs to. I don't
somebody
care
needs to.
Judge. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's IKF for all I care. Someone has
They had that damn team meeting Monday in Seattle. They won a game. Everything was good. And they lost every game since. Besides Saturday game, that was a gift to them. They lost every game since. Jeez, they had the team meeting. The team meeting was a waste because they only won one game in Seattle, one game in Boston. We've lost 4 series in a row. And if you want to take it even further, the last series we won was the Kansas City Royals series.
Oh my God.
The series before that, we lost. The series before that, we lost. The series before that, we lost.
Unreal, bro.
We lost the series against the Mets. We lost the series against Houston after All-Star break. We lost the series against the last series we've won over the past probably month and some change was the Kansas City Royals series when I was there for Old Timers Day.
Jeez, man.
Yes. But Frankie, I know you with your fams. I know you're on vacation. I want you to enjoy your vacation, right? So leave this conversation.
Breathe in 4 and get this game off my mind.
Breathe in 4, exit 6 for me.
I'll go do some breathing exercise. Go take a little jog on the beach, and I'll get my juices flowing. I'll be all
right. But Frankie, bro, I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully the Yankees they have some good luck for us tomorrow. Shout out the chat as you exit, Frankie. The people love you.
I'll see everyone, all right? I'll see you tomorrow. I don't know if you're filming with the city, but we're going to, oh my God, some pizza place in Manhattan. Adrian's? Heard of it? Adrian's in Manhattan.
That's on the by 30th Street. Yeah, I know where that's at.
Yeah.
So I know exactly where that's at. Yeah, that's a good price. They got a good square piece. Yeah, you're good over there.
I like their eggplant pizza. Eggplant parm pizza there is unreal.
Yeah, definitely.
We're in Queens, and we're at my uncle's house. They're my dad's cousin.
How long you staying? How long you staying in the city for?
We'll be here till Wednesday morning.
Okay, let's coordinate. Let's try to say we could go out for lunch or something.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Frankie, love you, baby. See you tomorrow.
Everyone's I'm a Yankee fan, by the way. He tells everyone I'm a Yankee fan. My uncle in Queens, everyone knows I'm a Yankee fan here.
Don't tell me he's a Met fan.
No, Met fan. Yeah, they're all Mets fans up here.
Oh my God!
I'm a Yankee fan. I didn't bring my Yankee hat.
I feel so bad for you right now. So I know they're talking so much shit right now.
Yeah, we were at dinner, and the waiter comes over, and getting all our dinner orders, and he was like, my dad's cousin, he goes, he's a Yankee fan. He'll take a kid's pasta. I was like, all right, thanks.
Let's let them have their joy when they get eliminated in the first round. Yeah, let them have their fun. This is new for them. This is new territory for them.
Yeah.
Frankie, though, hit that panic button though on the way out. Hit that panic button one time on the way out.
I'm tapping it. There we go. Panic.
The self-destruct sequence has been activated. Repeat, the self-destruct sequence has been activated. This sequence may not be aborted. All employees proceed to the emergency car at the bottom platform.
Shout out my man Frankie. hitting that panic button as he left right now. Frankie on the beach enjoying time with his family. I see my guy, the dawn of the watch along, BX Sports Jedi. Salute, Kev. It was a nightmare weekend. You know firsthand. Friday we was watching it when Clay Holmes gave it up. I was with the fam Saturday and Sunday. Couldn't join in, but I was watching. Caputo goes on his rant as Caputo normally goes on his rant. And Chris the Flash, what it do, my guy? Salute. Yeah, all is well, all is well, all is well. But just trying to not enjoy, but trying to figure out what happened this weekend. Trying to figure out, like I just said, if you look back on our schedule, right? If you guys look through the schedule, right? The last series we won was the Kansas City Royals series. That's the last series that the Yankees have won. I was there for that series. I was there for Old Timers Day. That was the last series that the Yankees have won. Let me check this. Let me check. Okay, we lost the series in Seattle. We lost the series against the Cardinals. We lost the series against Seattle at the stadium. In July, we won the series against Kansas City Royals. We lost the series against the Mets. We won the series against the Orioles. We lost the series against the Astros. So we only lost 2 series. We only won 2 series coming out of the All-Star break. The Yankees have only won 2 series coming out of the All-Star break. One of them was the Baltimore Orioles. The other one was the Kansas City Royals. That's alarming. That's very alarming. See, the Yankees don't have a true leader. They haven't had one since Jeter and Sebastia. They need a true leader. Yeah. But then what's that going to do for this lineup? What's that's going to do for this lineup? We still do not have a leadoff hitter. We need to put Andrew Benintendi in the leadoff hitter from this point going forward. If anything, you need to put DJ LeMahieu batting behind Rizzo or behind Stanton as protection. If Rizzo and Stanton strike out with a runner on second, DJ's right there in the 5th hole to probably get a single or get a double or to put the ball in play. Not Josh Donaldson striking out. Not Gleyber Torres hitting into a double play. Not Aaron Hicks hitting into a double play. Cal Higashioka having to depend on him to come through with a hit. This lineup is pure garbage. When you could just walk Aaron Judge, and I feel so bad for Aaron Judge because he has 46 home runs, 100 RBIs. But nobody's going to pitch to Aaron Judge if no one else in the lineup is producing. Anthony Rizzo, as much as I love him, man, as awesome as Anthony Rizzo has been for us this year, he's not producing. He has a low batting average. He has 20 plus home runs. Let me take that back. Let me not say he's not producing. Let me take that back. He is producing, but he's producing at the level of a 5th hole or a 6th hole hitter. He's not producing at the level of a 3-hole hitter or a cleanup hitter. Let me fix my words. Like I said, Anthony Rizzo, he is producing. Solid Gold Glove defense at first base. Probably has saved a bunch of errors from shortstop and second base. Give him credit when it comes to that. But from an offensive standpoint, he is producing at the level of a 5th hole hitter or a 6th hole hitter. But for some reason, the Yankees feel the need that they have to bat him 3 or 4. Hell, when you look at this lineup, that's the only person that you could bat 3. That's the only person that you could bat 4. Anthony Rizzo is probably, and Stanton are the only people that could protect Aaron Judge. But Stanton hasn't played in a month. Something needs to happen. Now, Frankie and I joked about it, but we are getting reinforcements in the way of Harrison Bader and Luis Severino in September, and Ron Marinaccio in September. Is that going to move the needles that much? Will that move the needle that much? And Mazza said perfectly. And Judge is doing this on a contract year. So he knows he's going to get paid. Absolutely. His focus is at an all-time high. And it seems like the Yankees are going to waste this season from Aaron Judge. It seems like the Yankees are going to waste this year from Aaron Judge with the way everything is going right now. Let me take a look real quick at the overall records. Let's look at this. Overall, the Yankees are 72-43. We have the fourth best record in baseball. Forget having home field advantage against Houston. That's out the window. Houston 75-41. The Yankees are 72-43. That's out the window. Unless the Yankees go on an amazing stretch the rest of the way, that's out the window. We got less than 50 games left. I don't even think the Yankees are even going to get to 95 wins, if you ask me, with the way things are going right now. With the way things are going. The Yankees are 72-43. Let me do the math real quick. 72 plus 43. That's 115. 162 minus 115. You got 47 games left. Yankees have 47 games left. Out of those 47 games, if the Yankees want to get to 95 wins, they have to win 23 games. With the way things are going right now, I don't even think the Yankees can even get that amount of wins. No way. No way, Jose. This is frustrating. With the way that this team was rolling in the beginning of the year to what we see right now on the field, it's a total 180. I hope so. I hope the Yankees do go 30-17. I will trust you. I will trust you. Hopefully, the Yankees go 30-17. Because when you look at the schedule, right, we got 4 games coming up against Toronto, who is on our heels. We got a 3-game series starting tonight against Tampa. Then we got 2 against the Mets. This is where the Yankees need to do their damage. We have a 4-game series with the Oakland A's. We have a 3-game series with the Los Angeles Anaheim Angels. After that, we have a 3-game series against Tampa, a 4-game series against Minnesota, another 3-game series against Tampa, 2 games against Boston, 3 games against the Milwaukee Brewers, 2 games against the Pittsburgh Pirates. We got a 4-game series against the Boston Red Sox, 3 against Toronto, and we have 1 against Baltimore. 3 against Baltimore, and we end the season 4 against Texas, in Texas. It's very weird. That September is very weird to me. It's very weird to me. Very weird that the Yankees have a series against the Milwaukee Brewers and the Pittsburgh Pirates back to back. It's very weird. It's very weird, but hey, I don't make the schedule in Major League Baseball. So hopefully, Kev, they could go 30-17. Hopefully. Listen, we just lost the series against the team in our division. And it's the first time all season, Kev, that the Boston Red Sox have won a series against any team in the AL East. August 15th, a 3-game series against the Boston Red Sox. The Yankees lost. That's the first time all season the Boston Red Sox have won a series against anyone from the AL East. It's a bit alarming. And hopefully, because what we're seeing right now, the way that the Yankees are going, they're just winning one game a series. We won one game against Seattle. We won one game against Boston. We got swept against St. Louis. So hopefully, and then I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. I'm not trying to be Mr. Negative Energy. No, I want to see this team win. I want to see this team hoist the championship this season. I'm not sure if it's just they're just comfortable with their 10-game lead in the division, because it's still 10 games. We got a 10-game lead against Toronto, 11 games against Tampa, 12 and a half against Baltimore. Tonight, we have an opportunity. We have an opportunity to shut up, Kevin. We have an opportunity tonight to put more games between us and Tampa. Hopefully we can. But like I said earlier, I know a lot of Yankee fans are hammering and want to get Ron Marinaccio back up here on this big league roster. You have to understand, Ron Marinaccio, he had a dead arm early in the year. As phenomenal and as awesome as he has been for us this year, especially in high leverage situations, Ron Marinaccio, he had a dead arm this year. Let's try to look at this as a let's try to look at this non-subjective as possible. You got to be non-subjective when you look at this. You got to put the facts in front of you, and you have to go with the facts, not your fifis, not your feelings. Okay? Ron Marinaccio, he had a dead arm this year. This is the first time he's been in the majors. He hasn't even pitched more than 30 innings in the majors. Let's slow down with Ron Marinaccio. The Yankees are being precautious with Ron Marinaccio because they don't want what happened to Scott Proctor to happen to Ron Marinaccio. Okay? Chris, Kev, you're not a true Yankee fan. Stop. But yeah, Giancarlo Stanton, they're being precautious with Stanton. I guarantee you this right now. If the Yankees were in the playoffs, Giancarlo Stanton would have been in this lineup this weekend. If this was the playoffs right now, Giancarlo Stanton would have been in the lineup. But because it's August 15th, because the Yankees have a 10-game lead in the division above the Toronto Blue Jays, they're being precautious. That's why Luis Severino was put on the 60-day IL, because the Yankees are being precautious. So let's try to just muddy the waters as we wait for our reinforcements to come back. Hopefully in September, Harrison Bader is contributing to this team. Hopefully in September, Matt Carpenter can come back from his injury. Hopefully in September, Giancarlo Stanton is back to being the Giancarlo Stanton he was earlier in the season. Hopefully Ron Marinaccio and Clark Smith is up here with us. The rosters expand. The Yankees could add extra pieces. If DJ LeMahieu goes on the IL for an extended period of time, the Yankees need to have Oswald Peraza here on the major league roster. Oswald Peraza damn near has 20 home runs in the minor leagues. Let's see what the kid has, especially if DJ is going to be out for a few days, for an extended period of time. You've been super precautious all season with Stanton, with Rizzo, with Judge, even resting Judge after being, going on hot stretches, resting him periodically. You've been super precautious this entire season. Be precautious with DJ LeMahieu. bring up Oswald Peraza. Put DJ on the IL, bring up Peraza for an extended period of time. Give him a week. Give him 10 days. Let's see what the kid has. Hopefully, we catch lightning in the bottle with Peraza. He could get hot for 5 to 10 days. That just brings up his trade value for the offseason. And I understand that the Yankees may be hesitant to bring him up because they don't want to hurt his trade value. His trade value is only going to go up if you bring him up and he has some success on the major league level. You have to see what you have with Peraza, with any of these guys in the minor leagues. When you look at this lineup, the only homegrown talent in this lineup is Aaron Judge. Gleyber Torres, we traded for Gleyber from Chicago. I don't consider Gleyber Judge a prospect like Aaron Judge was a prospect, like Miguel Andujar is a prospect from the Yankees system, like Gary Sanchez was a prospect from the Yankees system. I do not see Gleyber Torres as a prospect for the Yankees system. And even if you want to consider Gleyber Torres as a prospect for the Yankees system, he's hitting under 250. He's hitting 240. That's just the reality. Gleyber Torres right now is hitting 240, 244, 16 home runs. And the past 6 days, in the past six games, he's 2 for 25. He was 0 for 12 in Boston. Left runners in scoring position, hitting to double plays. It's just a reality. Aaron Hicks is garbage. Josh Donaldson is garbage. Gleyber Torres is garbage. Kyle Higashioka is garbage. Period. It's just proof is in the pudding. Sorry I'm not trying to sugarcoat nothing anymore. If you have a lineup that's depending on Josh Donaldson to produce for you, that's on you. You got egg in your face. Josh Donaldson is 34, 35, 36 years old. He's not the same hitter. Nope. Josh Donaldson is not even producing half of what he did last year with the Twins. Sorry. The Yankees need to get back to a meritocracy where you merit what you're given. Period. Going forward, that's the mentality that this lineup and this locker room needs to have. You are rewarded by what you produce on that field. If you aren't producing, you need to ride the bench. I don't care if you're making $20 million. Yes, it's easy for me to say because it's not my money, but I don't care if you're making $20 million a year. If you're not producing, ride the pine. If you're not producing, there should be no reason why you're in a high leverage situation in the 8th inning, 9th inning, extra innings with the game on the line. Wait for your mop-up duties. Period. But, guys, I am your guy, Project Nerd HQ. Thank you, guys, for tuning into the Yankees Morning Brew. This has been another awesome episode. No matter how sad or down I sounded, I do love coming here and venting with you guys. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. We are sitting at a cool 291. Let me double check real quick. Let me just double check because that was what we was at earlier. Yes, we are at 291 at the moment. So hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Share this out also. If you have a Twitter, put this on Twitter. Help us grow. Be a part of this community. I may be a Debbie Downer today, but trust you, I have great energy. But guys, it's your guy, Project Nerd HQ, and I'm checking out. Hit that panic button one more time.
The self-destruct sequence has been activated. Repeat, the self-destruct sequence has been activated. This sequence may not be aborted. All employees proceed to the emergency car at the bottom platform.